let's go through the solutions for lesson 4 now. The mean and mode. So you do need a calculator to work out most of these questions, unless you're superhuman whiz at adding up numbers. All right. Question 1. Using this data set, so here's our data set here. We've got 6, 7, 7, 8, 12. They're all our different scores. And altogether we've got 5 scores. All right, so find the mode. Okay, so the mode is the score that occurs the most often. So that's the score that you see here the most. Now, which score appears more than once here? Well, there's only one, and it's 7. 7 occurs twice, and none of the other scores occur more than twice, or twice. So 7 is our mode. And now find the mean. So the formula for mean, if we scroll back up to the video up here, so our formula for mean is the sum of the scores divided by the number of scores. Okay, so we have to add all the scores together and then divide it by how many scores we have, the number of scores. So we need to add up all the scores first to get our numerator. So you can use a calculator for this. 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 12, which gives you 40. So we're going to have 40 on top, and our denominator is going to be the number of scores, if we remember the formula. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scores. So we need to divide 40 by 5. And so our mean is 8. 40 divided by 5. All right, using the data set, and we've got another data set here. Again, we need to find the mode. So which score here occurred the most often? The mode is the score that occurred the most often. So we've got 2, we've got 4, which occurs twice, and we've also got 5, which occurs twice. And the other numbers, they only occur once, so they're definitely not the mode. So in this case, we've got 2 modes, and it's 4 and 5. Now find the mean. So the mean, again, we're using that formula, so we need to add up all the scores and then divide by the number of scores. It's the same as finding the average. So we'll add up all our scores. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6. And how many scores did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to divide that sum by 7. So once we've added them all up, we get 29. We divide that sum by 7, and we end up getting, well, it says correct to 2 decimal places, so we need to round it off. So I get 4.14. Okay, using the data set 19, 21, so here's another data set here. Again, we need to find the mode. Now, do any of the scores occur more than once here? No, they don't. So let's check out our options. All right, there's no mode because all of the scores occur the same amount of times. They all occur once. So there's no score that stands out that's occurring more than the others. So there's no mode. Okay, find the mean correct to 1 decimal place. Now the mean, again, we need to add up all our scores, find the average. 19 plus 21 plus 23 plus 24 plus 26 plus 27. Okay, so my sum is 140, and now I need to divide the sum of the scores by the number of scores. So how many scores have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 140 divided by 6. And it says to 1 decimal place, so we need to round off, and our answer for the mean will be 23.3. Okay, we've got another data set. Again, we're just finding the mode, so it's pretty straightforward. Which score here occurs the most often? So straight away my eye's drawn to these 9s because there's 2 9s and they're right next to each other. But you've got to be careful because there's actually another score that occurs more times, and that's 11, but you can't really see it because it's spread out. So make sure you check every score. So 11 occurs 3 times, which is more than how many times 9 occurs. Only 2 times for 9. So 11 is the mode because it occurs the most often. Okay, and the mean, again, just adding up all our scores and then dividing by the number of scores, just using the formula from the video. So once you add up all those numbers, you get 81, and you need to divide by the number of scores, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 81 divided by 8, and it asks us to give the mean correct to 2 decimal places, so that's going to be 10.13. Be careful with rounding, it's not 10.12 because the next digit after the 2 is a 5, so that means we have to round up to 3. Okay, here we have another data set, but this time we've got some negative numbers as well. All right, so it's not really going to change too much. Okay, so find the mode. Is there a score up here that occurs more than once? No, none of these numbers are the same, so there's no mode. Now to find the mean, we do the exact same thing, but remember we're adding negative numbers as well. So minus 37 plus 65. So just remember to put that negative into your calculator if it's a negative number, plus negative 4 plus 23. And there is a little minus symbol on your calculator. It's actually up the top underneath the fraction button. All right, so you add up all your scores, and then we need to divide by the number of scores, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 103 divided by 5, and that's 20.6. Okay, same again. Finding the mode, are any of these scores the same? So we've got 6.5 and another 6.5 there. So 6.5 occurs twice. 2.7 also occurs twice. We've got 3.8 and 8.3, they're not the same, and 4.1. Okay, so there's two modes. We've got 6.5 and 2.7. Find the mean. So we just need to add these up. Doesn't matter that they're decimals. We can still add them up. 6.5 plus 3.8 plus 2.7 plus 4.1 plus 6.5 plus 8.3. Just make sure you don't make any small mistakes. It's really easy to make a little mistake when you're putting all these numbers into the calculator. Okay, so my sum of all these scores is 34.6, and then I need to divide by the number of scores, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 34.6 divided by 7, which gives me 4.9, because it's correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, now we've got, it's a little bit more tricky because we've got seconds and we've also got minutes. So we actually want to convert everything to the 1 unit to make it less complicated. So let's just convert everything to seconds, and I think that's a good idea because the question's actually asking for the mode in seconds and the mean in seconds. So let's just convert everything to seconds first. So this is already in seconds, so that's fine. This one, there's 1 minute and 24 seconds. So let's convert this minute to seconds. How many seconds are there in a minute? 60. So really, this score here is 60 seconds plus another 24 seconds. So it's going to be 84 seconds. So you might like to write that down. You might like to write this whole data set out again and write 34, 84, 84. Oh, okay. So now we've got a mode. It didn't look like a mode, but these are both 84 seconds. So these are the exact same score. And then over here, we've got 60 seconds plus another 40 seconds. So that's 100 seconds. So it should be 34 seconds, 84 seconds, 84 seconds, and 100 seconds. All right. So the mode, we just found the mode. This is 84 and this is 84 as well. So that score occurs twice and the other scores only occur once. And then the mean, we need to add them up, but remember, add them up in seconds. Don't worry about the minutes. 34 plus 84 plus 84 plus 100 is 302 seconds. And then we need to divide by the number of scores. So we've got 4 scores here. Because remember, this is 1 score. and this is 1 score. So we've only got 4 scores. So 302 divided by 4 is 75.5, but 75.5 is there, that's fine.